everybody. I know it's been forever since I've posted on my weight loss journey channel, and it's because the journey kind of stopped for a while there. Well, the journey is always my lifelong journey, as we know. Um, so I did have a couple months where things weren't so good. Having a lot of, I guess, emotional struggles or whatever's happening. So I did get back up into the mid to high 80s again, 180 pounds, which is terrible for someone my height. It's just awful. But now today I am 176.6, and I've been around there for about a week now. And I'm very happy with that. I started going to the gym again last week. I went twice, but it also hasn't been great to go to the gym because, at least here in Toronto, I think the entire United States and Canada is, we're slammed with these crazy heat waves. So even though the gym is air conditioned, I did find it was too much for me to do the half hour on the ellipticals. In dealing with this heat, and also had a couple of dog walking gigs this week too. And like yesterday, I think was the hottest day we've had in forever. I believe it was like 100% humidex or something totally nuts. And I had two dog walks yesterday. One was for an hour, and one was for, no, it's supposed to be half an hour, but it ended up being about 45 minutes because the dog ran into the lake, and I didn't, and this husky, I didn't want to take him out because the poor guy, he's got a lot of fur, and his apartment isn't air conditioned. So I let him, even though the lake, over in that part, it's not supposed to be polluted. There are E. coli warnings at a couple of the beaches. I personally would never step toe into Lake Ontario, but I think for dogs, if they're not drinking it, it's probably okay, because God knows you see what they eat just walking down the road. So I can't imagine it's too much for a dog. They've got a good immune system. Anyways, so I have been trying to stay on track with eating watermelon every day, and I find the days that I don't eat the watermelon, I miss it a lot. And there are times I can't get watermelon because it's just some stupid price, like $10. Even though now it's the end of July, watermelon should be cheap, but even now, still they're selling even the small ones for $6 or $7. And I only need the small ones. I'm one person, and even like the small ones, it can take me 2 or 3 days to eat a small watermelon. And so I divided out, like, $7 for a food that lasts a couple of days. It's not bad, couple bucks a day. But then when you get the higher prices, it's not worth it. And then of course, a jumbo watermelon, because I believe I was Googling how long can you keep a watermelon, and they say, only a couple of days once it's cut. So I'll cut like the end. I'll cut like, depending on how big it is, towards the end, and wrap and saran wrap. And so I'm hoping that, that might last 3, maybe 4 days by the time I get to the other end, because I think they mean when the watermelon's cut, it's when you cut it all up and then you're storing the chunks, right? But I could be wrong. I don't know. Who knows? And I'm still not great at finding a good watermelon. I have returned a couple over the last few weeks. I actually do. Yeah, I'll go in and say this watermelon sucks. and I've gotten my money back a couple times. So I'm sure I can't make a regular ritual of that, but I do keep Googling like how to choose a proper watermelon. I'm not sure if it works because everything's so crazy these days. Like, you look at these vegetables and watermelons, and they just look so different than when I was younger. So I know there's a lot of genetic modification happening with a lot of things. And most of the watermelons we're getting here at the stores I go to are the seedless ones, or so they say. Some of them do have the little white seeds. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I personally don't mind seeds, but the thing is, the watermelons with seeds are always those giant ones, and I don't know what to do with all that watermelon. Yeah. And no, I don't want to freeze like 100 pounds of watermelon. It's because I watermelon smoothies. I don't like those. I just want to eat my watermelon. So that's where I'm at. I haven't forgotten about my weight loss journey, nor about this channel. I've not forgotten about this channel. I am haunted by this channel that I haven't been posting. And Yeah, I'm getting a little better setup in my apartment, even though I have the blind up today, because all the fans and stuff. But I know I've said this a couple months ago, but now I really can start doing, maybe show some exercises and stuff. I've gotten back to working on my back exercises on the floor because my back went out because I've been working really hard on this novel. So I'm sitting here forever, and then my back went out, then I couldn't, and on and on. We all have our excuses. But I am on the way down, 176.6, and like I said, I've been floating around between that and 177 for a week, so I think I'm finally pushed through that, staying under 180 as long as I keep up with getting to the gym and continuing with the watermelon and making good food choices. Yeah, and the large part of my issue is the late night binging, right? So I'm really trying to just eat the watermelon at night. I don't often eat it for breakfast anymore. It's kind of like my middle of the night. I'm starving, so I'll just like eat the watermelon. All right, instead of ice cream. But I'm still eating too many fudgesicles. I eat about 3 or 4 a night of the fudgesicles. They're 60 calories each. I really would rather have a bowl of ice cream because I'm a huge ice cream addict. Like my whole life, I've been an ice cream junkie, and so I'm trying to substitute it with fudgesicles and popsicles, which are about 60 calories each. The ones I buy. So I figure even if I eat 4 fudgesicles, that's still better than eating a candy bar because candy bars are about 300 calories. And you figure it's a lot of work to eat 4 fudgesicles. Not a lot of work. I mean, it's delicious. But when you're looking at how fast you can eat a candy bar and not even think about it, at least for me, whereas a fudgesicle, you get it, unwrap it, eat it, and you do that 4 times, so it lasts much longer than a candy bar, so the craving thing can stretch out longer. Yes, I know I shouldn't have so much sugar with my watermelon and fudgesicles, but this is what's working for me right now. And so I just got to stay focused on that. And of course, I have my fridge full of my magic elixir juice there that I drink. As much as possible, especially in this heat wave. So stay hydrated. And those of you who watch weight loss channels, um, and you're kind of new to the whole weight loss things, you won't gain weight drinking water or lemon water or water with stuff like, yeah, if you slice ginger or grate lemon or lime or mint or anything to make the water tastier. If you just put in those types of fruits or even like orange slices and stuff, you're not gonna gain weight and retain water. You're not. So drink as much water as you can, especially during these scorching heat wave times. I believe it broke today, but I'm sure we'll get more because it's only July. So really stay hydrated. That's the best thing you can do. And if you find you're getting dehydrated, you can make your own Gatorade just by putting a pinch of salt into your fruit juice. And like I said, if you make your own, then it won't have sugar, or you can add, even if you add 1 spoon of sugar, that's still a bazillion times less calories than a Gatorade or a pop or things like that, right? Because, and I'm one of those, I love iced tea, the brisk or whatever you get in the McDonald's, the soft drink things. The only time I drink iced tea is if I go to McDonald's or Burger King or one of those places, or Costco with the hot dog and pop combo for $1, right? Can't beat that, but it's terrible for you. You figure one of those, like a Costco sized iced tea, I think it's like 220 calories or something. I can suck back 2 of those like that. And so if you figure if you have the same size of, the water with lemon and lime and all that crap in it that you keep in your fridge, and you add 1 or 2 spoons of sugar to it, I find even half a spoon is enough for that. And I don't always add sugar. I usually drink it without sugar at all. But even if you put 2 or 3 spoons of sugar into that thing you're making in your fridge, it's still less than half the calories of anything you're getting for fountain pop. So those are tips and tricks for today for anyone who's interested. Okay, so have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching this, and feel free to subscribe, share, and like like my post, please. All right, thank you. Bye. Have a great day.